Welcome to Cubs Table Talk, and my name is Zaid.
And my name is Diana.
Today we're interviewing Dana.
And Elizabeth.
Dana is a wonderful golfer in 3rd grade.
And Elizabeth is an amazing gymnast in 2nd grade.
Dana and Elizabeth, we are so grateful to interview you.
Without further ado, let's get started.
Now let's start with Dana. Dana, how did you get into golf at such a young age?
How did I get a golf at such age? So I played a lot of sports, and I played basketball. Basketball was one of my sports, and then my dad couldn't teach me basketball, so then he taught me golf.
And you just continued playing golf because of your dad? Okay, nice.
Now, Elizabeth,
Oh,
how did you start competitive gymnastics?
Well, it started one day when I was doing so much tumbling and jumping and hopping, and my mom was noticing that a lot, so then she took me to a trial class that day, and then after the trial class, my mom went looking for the coach and asked, how did you do? And the coach asked, well, has your daughter done any gymnastics before? And my mom said no, so then I was very talented, and she put me in the Excels program.
Nice. This question is for both of you guys. What are some of your achievements that make you feel the most proud? Now let's start with Dana first.
So one of the achievements that feel me the most proud is like when I shot a 32, my first tournament finishing second place, the Caribbean when I finished first place, and my achievement having over 30 medals.
That's really impressive. Now, Elizabeth, what are some of the achievements that make you feel most proud?
Well, one of the achievements that made me feel so proud of myself is I'm a Florida State champion, and out of 300 people, I won second place, and in all around, I got first place in my division.
Wow. So you're like the first, you're like the best person in gymnastics in the state of Florida. Wow.
Now, this question is also for both of you. How many times a week do you practice your sport? We'll start with Elizabeth.
I practice 4 days a week and 3 hours each session.
Okay, got it. Now you, Dana?
I practice every day, and I also practice 1 hour. I could also practice more, but I practice only 1 hour because I need time to study, and I also need time to play with my friends.
That's a lot of time. That's 7 and 12 hours. That's a lot of time you guys practice. You are both so dedicated to your sport. Who or what inspired you? Let's start with Dana.
What inspired me to play?
Or what? Or who? It could be.
What inspired me to play is like when my first tournament inspired me, like in the game of golf, like my first tournament, and after I played my first tournament, I was like, oh, I feel like I can keep going.
Okay. Because you got second at first tournament, right? And for Elizabeth, who or what inspires you to continue playing gymnastics?
Well, like Donna said, like at my first trial class, I had a lot of fun, and I'm like, well, I could get way better at gymnastics. And then my mom introduced me to this, girl in gymnastics. Her name is Simone Biles, and I started watching her, and I saw, like, oh, that could be me one day.
Is Simone Biles like your idol?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you always like your sport like you do now, or did you only discover your passion when you became more dedicated?
Well, at first, at my trial class, I was a little bit shy because there were many people, and it was like, oh, this is so crowded. And then I started to like get better and better at it, so I'm like, oh, this is getting funner and funner. So then I just stayed at it.
And you, Dana?
For me, like for my first tournament, I finished second place, and then
You just continue along with it? And after you got second place, you just wanted to keep doing it? Okay. This is for Dan and Elizabeth, but we'll start with Dana first. Have you ever doubted yourself? And if you have, how did you overcome your doubts?
I have doubted myself, and how to overcome it is like you just have to
Believe in yourself?
I think you have to You have to face your fears.
Yeah.
And you, Elizabeth?
In gymnastics, there's this event called beam, and on the beam, I always doubt myself because in some competitive gymnastics, they don't really let the coach spot you. So then I'm and how I overcome it is by training my mind with positive things and saying, I believe in myself, I can do this, I got this, and like that.
Nice. Dana and Elizabeth, you have both achieved a great deal at such a young age. You are both dedicated and hard workers. What advice would you give to kids your age about accomplishing their goals?
Start with Elizabeth.
Well, I would tell them that they would need to work hard, and if they want to be really good at it, they have to practice and practice and yeah.
You, Dana?
What was the question?
The question was, you both have accomplished a lot, and you guys are both dedicated and hardworking in each of your respective sports. What advice would you give to kids who want to become like you guys?
So what advice is to be a hard worker, a really hard worker, and just train really hard. Just train hard.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Cubs Table Talk.
As a token of your appreciation for sharing your story with us and your friends at Sagemont Prep, we have a gift for you.
This is for Elizabeth. And this is for Jana.
Thanks.
Have a great day, everybody.